My name is Kenneth Ruffin. I was a sergeant. I did 9 years in the United States Army. Joining the military at 17 was obviously a big thing. My mom heavily weighed against it. She didn't want it to happen. My dad was for it. Growing up, the biggest two things that my dad said that you have to be a good treasurer over is your last name and your word as a man, more importantly, right? Following in the footsteps of my family, my dad served. My great grandfather also served. I believe he served in World War II, and then just primarily just keep on trucking, right? That was my motivating factor, and always going to different places, seeing people that I love, seeing people's smiles, and I wanted to be the person to protect that and protect the rights that we have here in America. So that was one of the biggest things I wanted to do, just to serve my country and do a good job. The reason and the things that I learned from that particular experience, it's definitely been eye-opening. I grew up thinking one way, thinking that I have to act a certain way, look a certain way, dress a certain way. And then going to basic training and seeing people that from all across the world. I was going through basic training with people from China, from people from Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Africa, you name it. I was in the same barracks as people from different backgrounds and different walks of life. And the biggest thing that I seen was that we all shared one common thing. We wanted to serve our country. We had different issues, and some of the issues that we have were the exact same at the root, right? We wanted to be better. We wanted to serve our country, and we wanted to make sure that our families stay safe at home. Knowing that the training that new managers go through, I see a lot of similarities, right? So for depending where you go to, the next 8 days of a new manager, you're spending a lot of early mornings, late nights there. And the people that you meet there and just contacting a lot of the managers, they still keep in touch, whether they're in South Carolina, whether in California, whether in Texas, no matter how far they're apart, they still keep in touch. Because at the end of the day, when you're training together, you're going through it, you're stressed together, you're doing a lot of these things together, you're building those bonds, you're building those relationships, and those relationships translates over to how you perform. I left the military March 11th, 2023, and I joined HHS May 9th of 2023. I felt like I lost my brothers and sisters, just really being out there in the field, going on missions with people that you feel like you told any and everything to, right? And granted, I keep in close contact with a lot of my battle buddies and things of that nature, but it's not the same, It's not the same standing in formations together, standing out in the rain together, doing push-ups together. It's just not the same, right? So the transition, leaving all of that, and the thoughts of, I want to go back. I just have to go back. I have to go back. I felt like I was failing my country, and I felt like I was failing my friends and lifelong family members. Going from that to going to a company that says, hey, yeah, we serve militaries, we serve vets. Like, you're like, all right, cool, sounds good. But actually getting into contact with someone and actually talking to someone and them actually taking the time out to interview me, talk to me, and actually ensuring me that, hey, listen, I think you will be a great fit. Your skill set that you have in the military, from the Army specifically, I think we have something for you. We have something within our ranks for you to serve. The uniform here is business casual or some HHS swag or stuff like that, which is also good. And then, of course, showing up to work with the right attitude, right? So working in HHS and just working with different people, and everybody doesn't come from the same background as you, and that's okay. Background and degree doesn't matter. Similar to the Army, that we take you from wherever you're at in life and we build you up. HHS takes on all different type of people. We primarily hire for the character part. So if you have great character, great energy, and you're willing to learn, similar to the military, you'll be perfectly fine. So similar to basic training, we take you from whatever you've been through, whatever you have, whatever background you come from, none of that matters. HHS takes you in, builds you up, gives you all the necessary training if you're willing to learn, and then you just apply those same principles and you will do amazing. If you are interested in a formal education or a degree path, we do have a partnership with Southwestern University in healthcare. So we have a plethora of different healthcare degrees, from radiology to MBAs, you name it, whatever you want through Southwestern University, and we have that available. The sky's the limit for you. HHS is an amazing company. I've been with HHS since 2023, and since then I've had several promotions, basically just doing the same things that I'm doing or I did in the Army, right? Showing up to work on time, thinking outside of the box, being innovative, right? And just always making sure that the people to the left and to the right of me are good, and always trying to take things off people's plate. Because at the end of the day, we all want to go home, whether that's from a deployment, whether that's downrange, or just going home to your family. That same mentality that I had from the Army, I just apply that to HHS, and my growth has been amazing here. And I can't wait to see what the next 10 years will look like for me. So for any veteran, anybody that's interested in HHS or just any career path and just want something new, I think HHS should be your next mission, and it will be your best mission by far.